And that was something special. That was special just for us. All right, awesome. Great job. That was beautiful. I like, and you kind of had a little Bobby style in there. I like that. Awesome stuff. I'm gonna grab something to sit down on. I'm gonna have a stability ball. Remember today, all the exercises we're doing, you can do them standing up, sitting down. We're gonna have some leadership coming up in just a little bit. And if you're joining us just now on YouTube, it might be about 1 minute late. We just had that breathing motto. If you have to get your deep breaths in, and you're gonna want to do that right now, have a sip of water, and let's get ready for our warm-up. The other day we had Nick in the studio on Wednesday. If you didn't see that workout, if you missed that Wednesday workout, remember it's on YouTube on the Get TruFit YouTube channel. You can go on that channel and you can see all of the workouts we do, all the exercises that we talk about, and especially you can see those workouts that are on the app. So you're going to get to check those exercises out. We're going to do them here in the studio. And if you're on the TruFit Adaptive Fitness app, that's a great resource to learning more about all the exercises that are on there. So let's get ready to start with our warm-up. We got a great breathing motto in. Again, with my mom, that was excellent. I like hanging out with my mom. She's 800 miles away, but when we're working out on Zoom, it's like we're right here next to each other. You might be next to one of your friends, and if you are, go ahead and you're going to turn your head. You're going to look over. Maybe if your friend's over here to the right side, your chin over to your right shoulder. Let's go ahead and bring that head all the way down. So we got our chin against our chest, and now my chin's over here at my left shoulder. And let's go ahead, maybe now just take it side to side. So now I'm going to bring my chin right side, left side. And now let's go ahead and look up, kind of looking up at the ceiling, going over right side to left side. All right, let's practice that again. Let's do the down low here from side to side, bringing our chin down against our chest. Let's then go side to side, just bringing it back and forth, right side to left side. And then let's go ahead and do the kind of that rainbow. Imagine you're looking at a rainbow and you're just watching it. You're going up, looking that rainbow go up around. Let's go one more time with that one. All right. Let's go ahead and go with, let's do some just up and down with our head. So let's tuck our chin, bring our chin down, hold it down for a few seconds. And remember, we're not trying to bring our neck down. We're just trying to bring our skull. We're trying to bring our skull and our jawbone. We're trying to bring that down. So we're not going to hunch over. If anything, we're going to keep our core kind of engaged, and we're just going to lower that chin. We're going to rotate our head down, and then let's rotate that head just as up as we're comfortable. We're going to bring that chin up, bring that nose up in the air. You might be looking at the ceiling or the sky. Again, I'm going to bring my chin back down, maybe hold it here for 3 seconds, 2, 1, and then I'm going to bring it up again. Just bringing my chin up, holding it up just where it's comfortable for me. And then let's go one more time down. So we're going to bring it down, and then we're going to bring it up. All right. And then let's bring it back to, remember, the neutral. We kind of call this our neutral head position. It's where our head's going to be the most comfortable on top of our shoulders. But remember, like we've talked about, if my head's too far forward, let me show you. If I'm like this, if my head's really out here, that's going to be a lot of weight for my head pulling on my shoulders and pulling on my neck. So what can we do to compete with that, with all that technology posture? Well, we can do the turtleneck. Remember, so we're going to bring our chin, and we're going to bring our chin like we're trying to take it into the back of our neck. And then remember, what's the opposite of the turtleneck? That's the giraffe neck. So I'm keeping my shoulders here, and I'm just extending my neck forward and then bringing it back. So again, you could call it a turtle because it's kind of what a turtle does, but I like the giraffe neck analogy. You're really reaching your neck out there, and then bring it back nice and easy. Bring that chin back. You're going to feel that in the back of your neck. And then we're going to go ahead and extend it out forward again one more time, and then bring it on back. And I'm just holding it in here. So it looks a little funky. If somebody was in the room with me, they might look at me and say, that looks like a different head position for you. That doesn't look natural. And they'd be right. That's not my natural head position. My natural head position might actually not be perfect. It might be a little bit forward. So when you're exercising, remember, don't worry about what an exercise may look like. Worry about the benefit that you're getting and focus on that, and know that, when you're not exercising and you're just hanging around, that you're probably going to be looking real good. Let's go ahead and do that ear lift. This is another one that'd be kind of funky. People might say, what are you doing, Coach John? Trying to listen to somebody in the upstairs? It looks like on my ears, I'm trying to bring it up to the ceiling, bring my head back to neutral. And then I'm going to lift that other ear up. So the ear goes up, the shoulder goes down. I'm trying not to tilt my head as much as I'm trying to pull up on the ear, and I'm going to feel a stretch. It's going to be a good stretch right here, again, through my trapezius, up behind my ear here. Let's go ahead and go to the other side again, lifting that ear up. You feeling it, Ben? I think Ben's like, it feels good. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Remember, if you're on YouTube, you can at any time go back, and if we say something funny, you can check that out. Or if we taught you something, maybe learn something new, remember, you can go back and watch it again. A lot of the reason that we're streaming on YouTube, again, is to have that resource, educational resource for our coaches, our educators, and for you, to where if you want to, again, learn how to do these exercises and have this kind of warm up that you could do every day, this is a great place to learn it and to get that reinforcement. Let's go ahead now. And man, I'm trying to think of a good question. Nick, what was your favorite? Nick worked out for 2 hours on Wednesday. Nick, what was your favorite exercise that you did on Wednesday? That's got to be an impossible question. Remember, when you do the shoulder raise, I don't know, that's actually working your trapezius. And I love giving Nick that challenge. I'd already asked him about the blades of grass. I've already asked him about how many water droplets are in the clouds. All questions that would make you say, I don't know. But when you do the I don't know, when you bring those shoulders up, remember, you're working out what your scapula, your shoulder blades, you're moving them around in the back. You're also using the weight of your arms to start to engage that trapezius. So you need your trapezius engaged. And that's going to, again, help with strengthening your neck. It's going to give your neck, let's maybe do some rotation, moving them around. And again, you can move them in the rotation, bringing them up, forward, down, and back. Moving those arms around, setting up that foundation for your neck to hold and support your head. And we're all built this way. We're all built kind of, imagine again, if you had some Legos or if you had a set of blocks or something and you're stacking them all together, there's a certain way that if you stack everything up, it's just going to work. And that's what we have. We have these human bodies, and we know that, again, moving my scapula is going to benefit my upper body and all my movements in my core. Let's go ahead and take this into the elbows. Let's get those elbows moving. Still working the scapula. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little bit here. And so again, you got that TruFit logo right there on the side of my shirt. And you can see how as I move around, imagine as that shirt's stretching, well, so are my muscles, so are my obliques. All right. So are the muscles in my lower back that run all the way up from my back, from my lower back to kind of my middle back. I got the muscles in my chest, my pecs. I got my core muscles, my abdominals, my transverse abdominis, all my little multifidus, all my little spinal muscles that keep my spine in line. They're all moving around and they're all getting mobile and they're all getting kind of feel a good feeling, and that good feeling of strength. When your muscles start to feel strong, you're going to notice it. They're going to say, hey, we're here. We're here for you to do a job. Let's go ahead and do some arm circles. So now we're not using the trapezius as much to lift the shoulder. My shoulder is already kind of lifted up here. You can see my arms are up at kind of the 90 degree. This is the common arm circle, kind of out to the side. But remember, I like the low ones. I like doing a down low arm circle because this is not only not putting a lot of stress on my deltoid, but it's going to give me some great mobility here. And it's also, I have gravity now as my friend. Gravity's pulling down on my arm. And as these muscles right here are moving around and moving in that circular fashion, it's going to help to give me kind of some nice space in my shoulder. If you can imagine, we have a long bone here. That's what it's called. It's a long bone called the humerus. And up here in the shoulder, it sits in a nice little pocket. And we want to make sure that that little pocket, all right, that little joint right there, we want to make sure that everything sits up in there real good. And that's what these low arm circles, they can really do the trick. Now, if you're feeling real good and you want to try it out, you could also try out the opposite, which would be overhead arm circles. Now, these can be done with your elbows bent. You could do this with one arm. This one's a nice one to do with one arm. It really lets you focus on that arm, bringing that arm up overhead. But if I had two hands overhead, I'm going to feel quite a difference. I'm going to feel very different with two arms. Let's go back to one arm. And I can notice in myself that my concentration on this one arm is stronger. And I feel like I'm doing a better job. And remember, this is my rough shoulder. This is the one that's always been bothering me. And so when I'm working out with that arm and that side, I want to be thoughtful. I want to be conscious of my muscles and where they are and how it feels. You want exercise to feel good. Let's go ahead and have a sip of water. I'm going to have my water too. And then we're going to go ahead and start working out more of our core. We got our arms kind of moving and grooving. We're going to keep our arms going, but let's go ahead and get something to drink. I got my electrolytes here. And I think next up, we're going to go with the witch's pot coming up next. So for the witch's pot, I'm going to do this exercise both sitting down and standing up. Remember, the witch's pot is all about a down and out and a up and in. So we're working on
John, you're
body.
blurry.
Whoa, what happened? Come back. Wow.
No, I didn't call you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought I was getting pulled into another dimension there. All right.
And Karen wants to do happy birthday in ASL for Abraham.
Are we going to do that tonight or are we going to do that today?
She didn't say, she just asked.
Okay. I would love happy birthday in ASL from Karen to Abraham. We can do that at the end of the workout, or we could do that tonight on the Fitness Social. That's a great message. When your pilot,
I can do it tonight.
When your pilot calls back into the airplane and says, "Hey, look, I got a great announcement," you're going to want to listen up to that. So like I was talking about with the witch's pot, we're working on down and out, up and in. So we're going to be leaning forward. We're going to be engaging our core now kind of at the hips. We're also going to be using our arms as weight. So as we lean forward to stir that pot up, we're going to have the weight of our body on our hips right there. We're going to go in and then we're going to pull ourselves right back up, bring that spoon, big giant spoon all the way around to your chest, and then go down and out, up and in. So let's go ahead. We're going to do about 20 of these. And I want you to do maybe 10 in one direction and 10 in the other direction. And don't go too fast. If you're going too fast, you're not going to give your arms time to work as really good teammates. Imagine if you were doing an activity with a teammate and you were both trying to do the activity together, but you were trying to just go as fast as you both could. That would be difficult. But if you go slow, it's going to give your muscles and your brain, it's going to give them time to process the information, the movement, the thoughts, everything that needs to be done to be able to do this right. You got a lot of time for that teamwork to get strong. If you move real fast, you're not going to have time. I'm going to show an example. I don't want you to do it. I'm going to show an example of doing a too fast witch's pot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. It even got all blurry. And that was, you couldn't even tell I was trying to move so fast. Now let's do a proper speed witch's pot. So I'm going to be going down and out, up and in. Let's see how long that takes. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about a 4-second stir. 3 and 4. Yep, that feels about right. But let's see what happens. Let's do one more. Let's double it. Let's go for 8 seconds on just one stir. Remember, there's a lot of different ways you can exercise your body. It's not always about how many you can do. Sometimes it's about how well you can do it and even how slow can you go. So here we go. We're going to count down from 8. Here we go. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I'm still moving. That was pretty slow. And that's what we want to do. What we want to do is give our body time to process the movement, and then we're going to be able to get really good at that movement. All right, next up, let's go for some abdominal engagement in a different way. Let's go ahead and engage our abdomen, engage our core, engage all of these muscles, but let's do it without movement at all. No movement whatsoever. And this one's going to be that abdominal squeeze. If you want to lay down and do a plank on the ground, this would now be the time to get in position for that. I see a couple folks are getting ready for the plank. Alicia's getting ready to plank. Nick's getting ready to plank. All right, let's go ahead. So we're going to be down on the ground with our hands and our knees and our elbows. We're going to do 3 planks for 10 seconds each. So let's get ready for that. There'll be a little bit of a break and you can kneel down and relax your abdominals. But here we go. The first one's coming up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We got elbows up, abs engaged, and then we're giving it an extra squeeze. You can squeeze this first one about 30% squeeze. Keep squeezing it. Keep squeezing it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then relax. You want to feel like, imagine if somebody was coming up to you and they were going to give you like a Santa Claus pat on the belly, and you didn't want them to do that. So you're going to tighten up that core, and you're going to say, no, you're not going to get my core muscles because I'm going to have them engaged. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Arms up. If we're sitting down, we're going to be squeezing, squeezing, squeezing all of these muscles. Like we got a little grape inside there, and we're trying to get it. There we go. 3, 2, 1. And relax. We have one more to go, and you can probably already now feel it. You're like, wow, Coach John, I feel like that last one, the muscles kind of just stayed put. They stayed tight. That's what we want. We want these muscles to stay tight. They got to hold our whole body up. There's nothing connecting me here except for muscles. They got to hold the whole body up. Let's make them strong. Arms up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Squeeze the abdomen. Squeeze your core. Get those muscles. Bring that belly button. Bring that belly button back. Like your belly button, like you're trying to touch all the way to your back. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. And remember, that's an exercise that had no movement. I mean, we lifted our arms. Anytime you lift your arms, you engage your core. So that's excellent. But when you're thinking about adding in that abdominal squeeze and getting all of that engagement, again, we're setting up a really strong foundation for our body. And we're doing it through what's called that isometric contraction, where we're giving it a lot of work, but the muscles aren't really moving. They're just kind of hanging out, giving it their best. But what about, let's do some bicep curls. So let's go ahead and do some bicep curls, just working on our elbow. I'm going to imagine these weights are maybe only about 5 pounds right here. But if I wanted to even just pretend that they're heavy weights. And so make those biceps think about it, make them concentrate and make them think like, oh, wow, these are super heavy weights. Remember, the bicep's going to connect my elbow to my shoulder. And as the bicep gets shorter, my arm, all right, my forearm gets closer to my body. Now, remember, what's it called? The eccentric. As my bicep as it gets longer, what's happening? My arm is extending. Who's extending the arm? Remember, what muscle, and this is for the questions for either chat room or YouTube, what muscle works with the bicep and works on arm extension at the elbow? Okay, the bicep does elbow flexion. What's doing elbow extension? Let us know what that is. Let's see who gets that one. Next exercise we got coming up. Let's get a whole bunch of movement going on. And with this one, I think we're going to do, we haven't done it in a couple workouts, but let's do the back clap. Let's work on getting some mobility in our arms. And if we're standing up, we're going to be starting to do some squats. Remember, when we try to clap behind our knees, we're going to be trying to do a little squat down. And, you know, maybe I'll show you another option you could do too. If you wanted to, you could go with a wide stance and we could do a clap kind of underneath our legs here. So I'm clapping down under my knees. So I'm in my squat position and I'm doing a clap. If I don't want to go for the back clap, so we might behind the knees, we might add that one in. So here we go. Let's go 3, 2, 1. We're going to go one above the head, one behind the back, one behind the knees. I'm going to do that one too. And then one in front. All right, let's go for 2. All right, remember, if you can't reach the hand, you can do a tap on the back of the head. You can reach up, do a head tap. You can do a back tap. You can do a leg tap. And then you can maybe try that clap in front. So here we go again. I'm going for 2 claps. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I got 2 on that. Let's go for 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got to reach behind my back for that one. Got to get down low here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm going between the legs. 2, 3. And then in front. Going for 3. Let's go for 4. So now we're starting to get into some endurance. If you were just trying to get a real quick clap and trying to hurry up and get your hands out of the way, and you know, now we got to go for 4. So this one's tougher. 4 is tough. Let's go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That takes a few seconds now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at the end of that one, it's almost as if we're giving ourselves a round of applause. I kind of like that move. The next one I think we should do is going to still focus on our hips. And this is going to be the one we call the body circle. Remember, if you're seated for this one, we're going to be working on getting down low as if we kind of maybe, have something flying across the screen. If I got a bird coming at me here out of the sky, I'm going to try to get down low and duck underneath it. All right. So if we're sitting down, I want you to think about the same thing. I want you to think about bringing your rib cage down towards your leg, down towards your quadricep, and do that kind of on one side, and then move over to that other side. So now I got my rib cage here. It's right by my leg. And now I'm just going to bring myself up, bring my rib cage as far away from my leg as I can. And that's going to be that body circle. If you're standing up, I want you to make sure you're doing one thing important. Remember, it always sounds funny, but it's sticking out our butt. If we stick out our butt, our body's going to just lower down and be able to go all the way around. And our big muscles, our hamstrings and our glutes, they're going to help us out. They're going to support us. So here we go. So I'm moving around. I got my body. I'm going to go down low. We're going to do about 10 of these. And I'm trying to see, again, how low can I go? We've heard that with the limbo game. People like doing that on the cruise ships, right? And so this is kind of the opposite. Instead of leaning backwards, I'm leaning forwards. I'm down here pretty low. How can I get down here without falling over? It must be my muscles helping to support my body. That's the only way that I could do that without going all the way to the ground. Now, what happens if I do need to touch the ground? Remember, that's okay. I might do a ground touch. We practice the ground touch. That's another exercise. So if you're doing the ground touch, that's okay. But with this one, we're trying to use these leg muscles. We're trying to use the leg muscles. And if you work out your leg muscles, your legs, they keep getting bigger and bigger and stronger and stronger. And the next thing you know, your shorts just stay up on your leg. Look at that. Come on, shorts. But that's what happens when you go up and down stairs a lot. When you exercise, your muscles, they're going to grow. They're going to respond to you saying, hey, I want to be strong. I want to be able to do things that are going to require muscles. And so your body will pick up on that. And so what you're doing right now and what you're going to do maybe over the weekend and next week, even thinking about exercise, making that important, that's going to pay off. Your body's going to respond to you and say, hey, keep up the good work. Now let's go do some fun things. All right, we have a couple more warm-ups to go. Let's go ahead and we got to go. I think it's now a classic. I feel like we've done it every workout now for maybe the last 50 workouts since it was created. I know Nick digs it. I like it. It gets us moving in all directions. It's the teacup. It's the twist reach. It's the coffee pot. It's the ground touch. Let's keep it going. Let's do it. Let's go one time doing one, and then let's do it again just doing two. Let's do those two sets here. And so I'm going to do the first one a little slower. So remember, teacup, I'm going with the overhead reach, going over my head, and I can bend at my hip, or I could say I'm going to just go reach over my head. Twist
Hey,
reach, I'm
John.
going to go my body. What's up?
Coach Emily is on.
Oh, can you ask her if she would want to come up after the warm up and lead us in maybe an exercise or two? Coach Emily, I got to be honest, I really need to work even more on my breathing. And I would love to be led through any type of breathing exercise and maybe a few yoga moves. It's going to help. My spine has been in a funky position because I'm always holding my daughter. She's 3 months old, and my body's trying to adjust to having that new baby weight. And so I got to do some things to make my body as strong as it can be. So let's keep going with our exercise. I'm going to start back from the top. Let's go. Twist reach overhead. Cross the body with a teacup. Then this twist reach. Here's our coffee pot. And then I'm going to go for the ground touch. I got the one ground touch right there. Now I'm going to switch over to the other side. I'm going to go twist reach. Oh, teacup, twist reach.
Let's go, boy wonder.
Coffee
She
pot.
says and grabs his arm, dragging him toward the door. I stare at the wall until I hear the door shut, but immediately hear their voices in the hall.
Woo.
What the hell, Harden? I told you to stay away from
screen reader. Nice. That's okay. Don't worry about that one bit. Let's go for 2 times going over the top. I have a couple of friends that use screen readers, and I'll tell you what, sometimes those screen readers come on when you're not expecting it. And you're like, wait, who's here with us? And it's the screen reader. All right, let's go over that coffee pot. We're going to go 2 for the ground touch, 1 in front, and I'm going to go 1 to the side. And then we are going to go 1 more time with our other hand, going left hand over my head, teacup, twist reach. Remember that pivot foot, going for the pivot, going for the coffee pot, bringing it down. And then we got the ground touch, going to bring it down all the way to the ground. And you know what I'm thinking, and I think Nick would agree too. I still haven't heard back on Coach Emily yet. She might have been just stopping in for a moment, so we'll double check. But we'll save our breathing exercise.
I'm with you guys.
Hold. She's here. She's here. And
Hey,
so we're gonna hold off on doing our breath hold. Does that sound good? And then Coach Emily can maybe help us out on making sure that we're getting in that breath work. Let's do let's do one more. Let's do one more warm up and this one, and then we're gonna we'll double check. I'm still not.
Hey John, how about smiles of rounds?
Oh, well, then we're gonna do two more.
And Karen wants to do happy birthday at the end.
At the end of the workout. Okay.
Yes.
We will absolutely do that. Let's go ahead and do first up, let's go with what Sophie said. Let's go smiles and frowns. Then we're gonna do wrist circles, ankle circles. That's gonna give us a full head to toe warm up. And I know my mind is more ready for exercise now. My body also feels more ready for exercise. We've been moving and bending and extending and contracting. We've been doing all kinds of different movements. And I can't wait. I'm going to work out. Let's go ahead and work out our face. So remember with the smile, let's do a 3-second hold. And let's go ahead. If I do a number 1, we're going to do smile. And number 2, we're going to do frown. So we got 1 and 2. And let's go ahead. And so 1, 2, 1, working on our cheeks. 2, 1, 2. I like making the grumpy sound. 1, 2. Oh, somebody's got a better grumpy sound than me. Let's go one more time. 1 and 2. I feel like I need a sparkle in from my tooth when we do that. Let's go ahead and do our wrist circles. Let's also think about our ankles. Now, if you're like me and you're in a space that I don't have anything to really hold on to, I would wait to do my ankles, maybe tap my foot on the ground, but we can do our wrists. Remember, we can work on up and down. You know, we have our 3 planes of motion. So up and down, we got forward and backward. And this would be our forward and backward. If we're thinking about it from our wrist, we can go side to side. Again, always Padres home plate. This is the move they make. Safe. Side to side. And then we also have rotation. So now I'm rotating my hand around my lower arm. Okay. And sometimes, and if you're able to take a look at your wrist and we'll just watch how it's moving around your lower arm. And try to keep that lower arm from moving around too much. So this would be your lower arm here. And so we're going to try to keep that radius. All right. The radius rotates. We're going to try to keep that radius from rotating. And we're going to keep that lower arm steady. And we're just going to work out our wrist. Now, remember, this one combined with the giraffe head turtleneck, those are excellent exercises to help us if we're using technology more than we used to. Maybe if we're just on technology at all, we should then spend some time working on bringing our head back and working on our wrists. Remember, a lot of the screen time, it really draws our head forward. We're like, ooh, I got to look at my screen. And again, look at the body position here. This isn't how we're designed to be. So remember, think about it, and then also work on your exercises. And don't beat yourself up if you find yourself in a position where you're like, oh, I feel like I had my head forward for a long time, then think to yourself, well, what could we do to balance that out? And again, working on that turtleneck, working on some shoulder shrugs, working on that elbow movement, wrist circles. That's all going to help you out with, again, getting that balance. All right, let's go ahead and have a water break. We're going to check in with our pilots and we're going to see if they have set up. Oh my gosh, she's here. Oh, wonderful. Coach Emily's in the house, and I believe, are you in North Carolina now?
I am. Yep.
Okay.
I'm in Asheville, North Carolina.
Wow. How are things in Asheville?
Things are great. It's nice and sunny outside. It's Friday. So I don't know about you, but I love Fridays. So I'm feeling good and looking forward to the weekend. Hi there.
I can't
wait.
It
also looks like we've got some birthdays in the house. So I just have to say, woo, woo, happy birthday to all those birthday dudes and ladies out there. Hope you're having a great celebration. So
Yeah, go ahead and
Yep.
take it away, Coach Emily.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass it over to you. And everybody, if you have any questions for Coach Emily, make sure we stay muted and use that chat room. That way, if she's doing an exercise, it might be quiet even for a few seconds. But we want to keep ourselves muted. And Coach Emily, we have 3 co-hosts who are helping us out today. I'm so happy. We got Ben, Carrie, and Sophie who are going to help us with all of our guests today.
Great. Well, thank you. Yes. And Carrie, thanks for letting Coach John know that I was in the house. I appreciate it. So great job with those assistant coaches. So we're going to do 2 different kind of yoga moves, and then we'll end with a few breath activities. So let's all just be nice and comfortable in our seat and connect to your breath. Pay attention to your breath like you just figured out for the first time that you got this awesome thing going on and you're breathing. So just notice your breath for a second. And as you notice your breath, maybe pay attention to the parts of your body that expand, that fill up with air. It could be your belly, your ribs, your chest, even your back. And then take a second to listen to your breath. Can you hear it on the back of your throat? It might even sound like an ocean wave or a Darth Vader sound. Just pay attention to the sound of your breath. And now see if you can pay so much attention that you could even sense the temperature of your breath as it enters into your nose or mouth. And just as a reminder, as I'm sure many of you athletes already know, your breath is so powerful. It can help you to feel not only energized, but it also can help you to cool down or feel relaxed when maybe you feel upset or overwhelmed or anxious. So our breath is always there for us. And sometimes we just need to pay attention to it. So let's move our bodies by doing some nice seated spinal circles. So inhale forward, exhale back. And in yoga, we do a lot of the same stretches that you might do when you're doing other exercise. But in yoga, we always want to pay extra attention to our breath. So let your breath actually move your body. Like your breath is in charge as you inhale forward and you exhale, move back. Maybe we can think about kind of stirring up a pot of cake batter for all those birthday people in the house. And when you're ready, just change the direction of your circles. Still inhale forward, exhale back, like you're riding your breath. Your breath is in control. Let's do 2 more in that direction. And after your second circle, come back to the center, taking a nice deep breath. Maybe hold your breath at the top and then exhale, sigh out your mouth. And now we're going to do some of our elevator breath. So inhale, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, drop with a sigh. Let's do that 3 more times together. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, drop. Last 2, inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, drop. Last 1, inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, drop. Good job. So let's try out some of those helicopter breaths. First, tap out your shoulders. Give them some love. I love you, shoulder. All right. And for a helicopter breath, you inhale to the left and exhale to the right. So inhale, exhale. And don't overthink it. Just move with your breath. It's a little bit more rapid and we're really warming up our spine. So you guys did some great warm-ups. And so now we're just going to give our spine some extra love and warm it up. Everyone's looking great. Bonus if you got some cool helicopter sounds to make as you move. I'm not really sure what how it sounds. Or yeah, maybe drone sounds. Coach John's got the sound down. All right, a few more just like this.
I got a helicopter pilot sitting right next to me too.
Then
the
you
guy
really
in the
know.
room. Yeah.
All right.
That happens to be the one thing he knows how to do.
No, now back to the center. Keep your hands where they are. And on an inhale, lift your elbows up. And then exhale, sigh, and let your arms fall back down. All right, 2 more, because I'm sure you got other good coaches in the house. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do what we call in one of our videos, the fireworks breath. But we're going to think of it kind of as a surprise breath, like you're kind of like jumping out and saying surprise to someone. So with your fist in front of you, fist facing forward, inhale, reach up, exhale, pull it down into your elbows down, inhale up, exhale down, and go with your own breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep moving like that on your own. And if it helps, maybe add an affirmation as you reach up, something that you might need to hear today, like I'm awesome, or I'm brave. Whatever it is, you can say it out loud or you can say it in your head, but really feel it as you reach your arms up.
I'm strong.
I'm nice. I'm happy. 2 more. Woohoo! All right, good job. Now let that go and just shake it out. And then resting your hands on top of your legs, we're going to do that candle, blow out your candle breath. So we're going to think about all those. I don't know if we have a couple of birthday people on the line. I saw that, I believe Abraham said it was his birthday. But if it's your birthday, we're sending this one out to you. Is that right? All right. So hold your birthday cupcake in your hand. Think about your favorite flavor cupcake. And maybe you want to just eat an apple if you're super healthy. That's okay too. And inhale, take a breath in, and let's send out a wish to our birthday friends on the call. 2 more like that. Inhale, breathe in. Send out good, healthy wishes. Maybe send it to everybody on this call for their health, their happiness, their peace. And now let's give it our all, and let's send out a wish for everybody in this world, all the humans on the planet. Let's inhale. Happy, healthy, peaceful. Good job. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Bring your hands in a prayer position and slowly bring them down right in front of your heart. And take a second just for one last moment together with me on this call, and just set a moment to feel thankful for this, for your body, for your breath, for being here today, for getting out of bed, for joining this community, all the things that you've done to just get to this very moment. And just to kind of close out our little yoga moment, we'll all take a moment to just bow to each other on this call. And in yoga, we say namaste, which means the light and the love in me recognizes and sees the light and love in you. So thank you so much for a little yoga moment, and I'll be staying on the call for the rest of our time together. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Emily, namaste. Thank you.
Woohoo!
Everybody. Wow. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm feeling all throughout my body from really from my hips, from my core, all the way up to the top. Man, I feel lighter, and I feel maybe even like a little stronger too. You know, that oxygen, it is so important for us as humans. We're all humans. I don't know if there's any dogs or cats on here, but dogs and cats need oxygen too. So remember, it's so important. And if you're ever having a rough day, if you're ever having a tough time, or maybe you're in a situation where you might have been in a hurry and things aren't going the way you want to go, think about what Coach Emily's talking about here. Maybe do some of those breathing exercises, and you're going to feel probably pretty good. And as that time passes, instead of having that being frustrating time, it's going to be some beneficial, positive time for you. All right, let's get ready.
Hey, John, do you have a workout today?
What's that, Sophie?
Do you have a workout today?
I don't have a workout that I'm going to do, and that way we'll have some time for the leadership.
I was just wondering before.
Okay. So I'm going to ask the captains what you guys think. So
Ben, Carrie, if you want to unmute, then we can discuss.
I know we have a couple team leaders who want to go up there, and we're going to put my buddy on the spot too. He's going to come up when Byron comes up. So do you all want to do that right now?
Do you want to do Byron first, or do you want to do somebody else first, Carrie?
How about this? Let's do, just to help.
Let's do Byron first.
Yeah, let's do Byron.
All right, just to help Steven just jump in the deep end. We're gonna get him up here. So he's getting up here. He's gonna be standing up next to me. He's gonna be doing the flow. So everybody, this is Steven. Steven works.
Hi, Steven.
Remember, he's helping us to make the TruFit Adaptive Fitness app the best it can be. Now, he said he's been on the app. He's seen some of Byron's moves. Now, Steven's going to have a sandbag and a resistance bar, similar to what Byron's going to be working with. If you're at home, you might be able to use an exercise pillow. And then we might have to, there we go. There's Byron. Oh, looking good in that purple shirt. So I'm going to be moving out of the way.
Abraham, keep yourself muted, please.
Been on some of the other workouts before, and I've seen Byron.
He knows the moves. So, all right. So I'm going to be calling the play-by-play. And Byron, in the beginning, take it easy on this guy. And so in the beginning, you know, start with some of your the nice smooth moves. But when you feel the flow, you let it go. All right, here he's going. He's going behind the back. He's already starting off with a behind the back pass and kind of tossing it in the air, bringing it up by the shoulder and then bringing it down. Going out there to the side, doing a shoulder tap across the body, double shoulder tap across the body.
And I need to call Noah and find out if he's made a decision.
A hand switch right there at that end. There we go, keeping it going. Byron's going up. He's doing the shoulder taps. Nice, and Steven's following along. He's doing a good job. He's going up to the shoulder, around the back, starting to get that flow going. Around the back, down to the ground with a quick sweep off the ground. And there's another tap on the ground around the back. Byron's starting to get in the groove, going down and around. Did a back tap, did another back tap, going with the figure eight. There we go. Getting down low with the figure eight, going around the knees, around the back. Oh, hanging it out. There he goes, going with the hangman on the back, moving the arms around. Oh, he's going to grab it. Oh, Steven dropped it, but Byron got it. Here we go, going for that big twist. Going for that right side twist. And then going for a left side twist. Going to twist the hips. Going to work out those hips. Work on that core. Going around the back. Doing some more. Flipping it up. Tapping it down. Bringing it up. Going around. There we go. Up to the chest. Holding it up like a little go-kart wheel. Pushing it out. Doing the chest press. Working on. Oh, he's going for the go-kart. He's taking that corner. He's turning that wheel. He's going to the left. He's going to the right. He's turning that wheel around. He's going around the corners. Drifting his car. Going around the back. In that Ferrari. There we go. Off the ground. Doing a pancake flip on top of the head. Oh, with the head, with the top of the head balance. He has got it balanced on top with his neck, dropping it off and catching it around the back, off the ground, getting ready. Oh, for another hangman, hanging it out. All right, he's got it balancing on his back. Oh, and he's moving. He's moving in position. He moved forward, and then he's going to catch it on the ground. Steven got it this time, off the ground, getting ready for the switcheroo. That's what you got to do. Oh, and there he goes. Looks like he's going to do the boulder toss off to the side. And that's it for the sandbag. And now we got the resistance bar. So remember, everybody, Byron's resistance bar, that's a 10-pound green resistance bar he's got. And he's going to start off with two hands, knuckles up with the shoulder width grip. And he's going down into a low squat. So he's got the stick kind of on his knees. He's sticking his butt back and he's going into the squat. You can see Steven's down in a low squat and then Byron's bringing it back up. And he's got something next for us. He's holding that stick there. He's got it right there. That stick's going to help support that upper body and help him get down low. Oh, he switched his hands to knuckles down. He did a smooth move down there. Some folks might not have seen that. And a bicep curl. And a front raise. Bringing it back in. Wow, Byron, that's a classic move. That's bicep curl with that front raise. Bringing it on in. It's kind of like saying, give me the pizza. Reaching out and grabbing it and bringing it in. Now he's doing a front raise with knuckles up. Working out those shoulders, going all the way overhead, all the way up top. He's holding it up, bringing it down, back down to his belt, back up over his head. This is another front raise for the shoulders. Oh, and he's bringing it down. And he's spinning. He's getting into baton spin. He's going to get there. Byron's going to get on that grinder in the Marine Corps. There he goes. 360-degree spin. Giving it that spin just like it's that battle flag. There you go, Byron. Spinning it around 360 degrees. Bringing it up, giving it the twist. Putting a little flair on it. There you go, spinning it around. Stevens, he's still learning this one, Byron. Keep it going. He's learning it. He's doing his best. And everybody at home, there you go. Alicia's doing a great job. Carl, man, there you go, my man. Dimra, keep it going, Dimra. There you go, Byron. You're our leader. Sammy's got it going on. There we go. Bringing it up to our chest, holding it up with the chest press, going for the lumberjack. Got the lumberjack axe on the right side. And let's see if he's moving backwards, going backwards with backward steps, and then bringing it forwards and backwards with the axe on his shoulder. He's going looking for a way to clear a path. Got to cut those trees down, get them out of the way. Clearing a path. There we go. Switching up from one shoulder to the other. Getting ready to bring it on home. Byron's moving through the forest. He's got the axe on his shoulder, looking for the cabin in the woods. All right. Oh, we went for a tap on the ground. He might be looking for a treasure. Let's check it out. He is. He's going for a little end-to-end tap. Oh, he's going for the end-to-end tap right there. He's tapping one end on the ground, going to the other end. Back and forth. Nice job, Byron. Look at that move. Looks like he's going to bring it down. He's setting it down. That's all she wrote. Whoa. Nice job, Byron. Nice job, Steven.
Did my best. I tried to keep up.
You
That was
did.
great, Byron. That was good.
Great job, Byron. That was incredible. Steven's in the house. Ben, what do you think? I thought he did pretty good.
That was impressive for his first try.
For his first try. And I'll tell you what, I mean, Byron, he practices those moves, everybody. And Byron, he spends a lot of time, I know, thinking about exercise and fitness and wellness. And so, for Byron, a lot of those moves, he's just really going with the flow. Steven was having to try to follow along, kind of follow the leader who's ever done something like that. And so I thought it was great. It's tough. Let's go ahead and bring up our next team leader. Steven's going to have a water break. You all probably need to have a water break too. And let's go ahead and who do we have coming up next?
I think we're going to have Bernie going.
Okay.
Carrie, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if we have time, Carlo.
Okay.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
Have Bernie go next.
We got some good time on here. And I'm going to work out with Bernie. I'm going to follow along with her.
You know what
And,
we should
there
do,
she is
John?
representing the Ohio State.
Wait a
Bernie
minute,
Curtis in
John.
the house.
Sophie.
You
Yes,
should
Sophie.
you should put Steven and you working out with Bernie.
Me and Steven working out with Bernie.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, you guys talked him into it. All right, he's here. All right, and we both wore dark colored shirts, so we're going to be really easy to see.
You should see Bernie's smile.
Yeah, Bernie.
Nayeli.
Can we do
Sounds like we
another
got
big
some
meal?
music.
Hi again.
More water, Bernie. Sounds like Abraham's having a party.
No, I'm gonna do another big meal.
Do a big
Class
mute.
down.
All right, Bernie, go ahead and Bernie, you're going to get yourself unmuted there. All right, nice job. Good call from our co-host there in the studio. Bernie's having one more sip of water. I had some water, Bernie. Steven got some water. We're ready to follow your lead. And how many jumping jacks do you want to do on a Friday jumping jack challenge? How many? 55. All right, we did 45 the other day. Today we're going 55 jumping jacks. Bernie, are you ready?
Breathe in.
I'm ready. Oh, breathe in. Okay, now I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jack.
Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Go Bernie. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 5 more, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. All right, remember everybody, if you want to, put your hand right up here on the side of your neck, and you're going to feel that heartbeat.
35.
135. Bernie's got that heart beating. And remember, everybody, that's because we just did a cardiovascular, cardiorespiratory exercise. So the cardio is your heart, the respiratory, that's your lungs. And so your heart's beating faster and your lungs are breathing in more and more. All right, Bernie's got she's got her baton. Bernie, I'm going to grab, Steven's going to get a resistance bar. I'm going to have a baton. He's got now a 5-pounder resistance bar. And Bernie, how many baton spins? Are we going to go over the head first? Let's do the over the head. Well, this will be tough with that one. So here, use this. All right, so here we go. Bernie's going to go up over her head and behind her neck. And Bernie, go ahead and you count out this one for us.
3,
There you go. Leadership voice.
4, 5,
A little louder.
7,
There you go. Leadership voice.
8, 9, 10.
All right. Nice stuff, Bernie. Let's go ahead and go baton spin. All right. You go for it. Count real loud as you can. Let's make sure your dad can hear you all the way back in his office.
1, 2,
Super loud.
3,
There you go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
She's marching also.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, 30.
Nice job, Bernie. I can feel that all through my arms. And now we're going to stretch out our back. So we got the back stretch. We're going to have that baton right there at kind of our belt. And then we're just going to lean forward. You got to stick out your butt. Remember, that's the key with the hips is when you stick out your butt, it lets your body just bring it down to the ground, stretch it out for a few seconds. And Bernie, count real loud for us.
4,
4. We got one more. Down and up. All right. Bernie's not done yet. She is getting a resistance product, a resistance tool, a kettlebell. Let's see it, Bernie. There it is. She got that blue kettlebell. I got this orange kettlebell. And Steven's got a kettlebell. Here, I'm going to give him the orange one. And we got another one that's attached to a rope. Bernie, go ahead and start off your first exercise. Steven's going to do it with you. And I'm going to bring this other one around.
that's really for 15.
Okay, you want to do them both? Combo? Yeah, go for the combo. So the twisty turn, going to be just twisting to the side like we're putting that kettlebell up on a counter. Like you're twisting to the side and put it up on the top. There you go. That was a good lift. There you go, Bernie. You're going to feel like you're lifting it. You're going to be twisting and lifting. Steven's doing it with you. There you go. Give him a good example.
7,
Twisty lift.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
There you go. Bring it up high, Bernie. You got it.
14, 17,
Twist and reach.
19, 20.
All right. Nice job doing the twist and reach. We got one more. Bernie, let's do it. We got to light the fire. Go for it. Yep. You count real loud. All right. Remember, if you have the kettlebell, hold it at the side. We're going to reach down, touch the ground, reach up overhead. Remember, we call this one the Statue of Liberty. Got to light the fire, light the torch, and then lift it over your head. Maybe do one hand. Bernie's going for the one hand lifts. And if you want to do it like Bernie, she's also doing a switch at the bottom. She's switching from one hand to the other.
7,
There you go, Bernie.
8,
And she's counting loud, everybody. She's doing a great job leading us today.
10, 11, 12, 13.
2 more. Here we go, Bernie. Let's go for the big hold overhead. Holding it up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Bernie. Nice workout. Nice job, Bernie. That was great. Let's have some water. Me and Steven are putting down our weights.
I'll be back Thursday, okay, Coach?
You're gonna come back up tonight?
I'm doing it at the end. I'm not be there tonight.
Okay, no problem. All right.
No, Bernie, we already have someone.
Oh, we got somebody tonight at the end of the workout, Bernie, already. So next time on next week, you can do that breathing motto. All right. Bernie did a great job doing leadership. We have
Bernie, stop unmuting yourself.
We gotta keep ourselves muted. There we go.
Bernie, stop.
All right. There we go. So next up, let's see. Do we have time for anything more from our pilots? What do y'all think?
We only have about 4 minutes.
We got 3 minutes for Carla.
Okay, I think Carla can take that challenge. Carla, you got the 3-minute challenge just came your way.
Thank you.
I'm ready for whatever you got, Carla. You got hula hoops. If you got a medicine ball.
Hey,
If
do you want me to do the end for you sing happy birthday and sign up for you? I can do it for you. I think Karen Elliott.
Yeah, Karen's doing it.
Karen's gonna do that at the end of the workout.
All right. Yeah. I can do it if everyone's gonna be there on tonight's social. I can do it tonight. Oh.
Let's do all right. So she's got the hula hoop. I'm getting my hula hoop. All right.
There you go.
Carla, here we go. Take it away. We got
Just do the bus driver.
All right, bus driver. We got that hoop. Turning around, spinning around the corners.
Honk the horn. Open the door.
Honk that horn. Open that door. How does that thing work? Keep it spinning. Keep going, Carla. Keep driving that bus. We're on the 5. We got to get all the way up to LA. Let's keep it going. Driving down the road. Taking those corners. There you go. Getting on the 405. On the 163.
Inside
on
the
the
hoop.
82. Oh, let's get off the road. Let's get inside the hoop.
1, 2,
Twisty hoop.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Nice.
I meant this John, I meant this.
Ooh, doing a hoop spin. We got it. Carla, what do you want to name this one?
2, I don't know. 3,
Okay, if anybody has
4,
an idea for a
5,
name for this exercise,
6,
it is excellent
7,
for the elbows and the wrist.
8, 9,
The wristy
10,
twist.
11, 12, maybe.
I like the wristy
14,
twist.
15, 16, 17, 18,
Wow.
19, 20. Now push it the delivery in Spanish.
Ooh, pizza delivery in Spanish. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then the hula spin yarn.
All right, last one. Here we go. Hula spin.
1,
Do one
2, 3,
in
4,
Spanish.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done.
Nice job,
And I'll see you
Carla.
tonight at 6.
See
What's
tonight
that
at
language?
6. Carla, that was awesome. Again, and I think that was within the time limit. Now, everybody, we have something special. We don't get to do this all the time because it's not always somebody's birthday, but today it is. And so today we are going to have our friend Karen is going to be joining us to wish our friend Abraham a happy birthday. And she's going to be signing the happy birthday song as well in addition to that. So there Karen is. Yes, Karen. Karen is here. And you want to bring Abraham up too, and let's have him on a screen with us also.
Guys?
Yeah, my man.
Abraham, stay muted.
All right, you got to stay muted there for right now. That way Karen can do her song. All right, Karen, take it away.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Abraham. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, yes.
Day.
Karen, that was
Karen.
excellent. Oh my gosh, everybody. Karen just gave us a beautiful happy birthday song, also signing it. Abraham, man, happy birthday to you, bud.
Happy birthday.
Abraham's always on here. He's always bringing the good times to this workout. And Abraham, we love you all. Abraham is one of our very consistent athletes too. He's always on the workouts. He joins us on the Fitness Social. And Abraham, you are a great friend of this team, and happy birthday to you, my man. Do we have somebody been for that breathing motto?
Ben, do we have a breathing motto person?
Nick.
Nick, that's right. All right, everybody. We got Nick coming up. He didn't get to do the combos today, so he's holding on to those for Monday. Remember, on Wednesday, we had Nick. He did the 2-hour workout.
Ernie, you're doing it next week.
A big part of that workout, Nick,
Please
that's going to be on your app.
Yourself, Bernie.
All right. We got it. Yeah, we got it. Once we get muted, we got to stay muted, because if somebody else is talking and then somebody else is talking, then nobody can hear anything. And right now, we got to listen up to Nick. Nick's going to hit his unmute. And Nick, man, go ahead. That was a great end of the workout, everybody. We also had Coach Emily on here. Everybody give Coach Emily a round of applause. And we got to thank her. Well, remember what she said, namaste. And we did the bow for Coach Emily. Coach Emily, thank you so much. You're always welcome. And Carrie, great job looking out.
Thank you.
Nick, go ahead and take it away, my man.
Oh my. And bye, buddy.
Hey, Chris, you still program.
And breathe in the
Good.
Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the bad. Breathe in your bed. And breathe out the wood. And breathe in your power. Do you do it for every day of the week.
Nice job, Nick. That was awesome. Great job, Nick. Remember, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you just watch this whole thing, be sure to like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Get signed up on the app. Remember, TruFit Adaptive Fitness, just like Nick's shirt says, download the app, get signed on, join Coach John's team, and you still have time to join that raffle challenge. Hey, you could win with just one workout. So let's get on there, get those workouts logged, and we will see you tonight on the Fitness Social or Monday for the Monday workout at 1. Bye, everybody. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, Chris. Bye-bye, everyone.